Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Sausage Factory, as June Cleaver does the only practical thing a good apocalypse homemaker can do when her husband is too selfish to hand out bandages and medicine. In Perfidious, Pete plays Sheltered. And was it a little selfish to let Michelle and Douglas die from a combination of radiation poisoning and gangrenous wolf bites? Yeah, it probably was. I mean, Ward was probably being a bit of a dick, but hey, this is House Cleaver, after all, and House Cleaver's words are cruelly sharp, which, of course, means if you ain't a Cleaver, you're more expendable than a young Liam Hemsworth in a Stallone movie full of has-beens and also-rans. Also, once you've been expended like a young Liam Hemsworth, June and Ward will probably chop you up with a cruelly sharp cleaver, toss your ass in the freezer, and make soup from your freshly cracked bones. And I'm beginning to wonder if maybe newcomer Joyce here, do you think maybe she's a little suspicious of the freezer full of meat? I mean, you can kind of hear that conversation in her head. She comes in the door, she's like, oh, geez, you guys are really generous to let me come in the old shelter here. Beaver, some stuff that might be useful. Yeah, go ahead and check that out. But let's get back to Joyce. She's like, it's really kind of you guys to just take me into your home out of the kindness and goodness of your heart. Also, where did you get all of this meat? I mean, this seems like a lot of beef you guys have got. What's going on in here? I'd expect us at this point to be, you know, basically happy to have stew made of rat dicks and armadillo feet. Where did you guys get? You know what? Is that toothpick made from a human finger? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Seems like that would be, I mean, is this basically what's running through Joyce's head at the moment? It should be. If it's not, Joyce, you should run, because Ward and June are probably gonna eat you. Oh good, black rain on the surface. Well, we love that. I want to forget about today. Michelle is gone and never coming back. The pain is unbearable. We didn't want her to go to waste. Things are that desperate here. We feel like June Cleaver lost something deep inside since the death. There's definitely something wrong, but I don't know what. Never thought we'd have to kill again. Why do people make it so hard for us? Oh, this must have been, okay, we had to kill again thing must have been Wally and Beeve. Okay, so they're compiling this journal, clearly. This is basically their ultimate goal to defend themselves from the incoming lawsuit, I would assume, to be like, no, you can see by our journal, we felt genuine remorse about being forced to kill. This didn't come from us. You know, we didn't want to murder just randomly without compunction or remorse. We didn't want to do that. No, you can see by our own writing, we felt bad about being forced to take a human life. Legitimately bad. Incoming radio transmission. Oh, small pharmacy. Yeah, you're going to want to raid that. Antibiotics. We need the eraser we're taking. I want these antibiotics. You know what? I don't need magnesium. I don't even know what it's used for. I'd really much rather have antibiotics. What are you just tooling around in your radiation suit there, George? Go fix the fucking thing. What the hell's wrong with you? June, you can go fix that. And somebody answer the... I'm coming! God, Laura, settle down. You're looking for sanctuary. Do you grant such things? You're able-bodied and hard-working. Man, you are, in fact, able-bodied and hard-working, and I'm very much regretting having brought George on board now. Because I can't just send one of these two out into the wilderness. We gotta keep them alive long enough for them to be loyal for us to send them out to die. But Laura, man, Laura's really good. You know what? Yes. I need you inside me, Laura. Also, watch out, because Ward is going to be telling you that same thing. I need to be inside of you, Laura. He's going to, it's kind of his bit. Alright, so we'll have to keep an eye on our O2 generators out of fuel. Add fuel. Somebody put fuel. Not Ward, June, not you. Somebody who ain't busy. Hey, Joyce. Hey, newcomer, Laura, here you go. Put some fuel in the generator. This is your job now. Keep the generator fueled. Always talk to strangers, Beaver. You know the rule, Beef. You always talk to strangers. Don't let him... I mean, he probably has candy. Yes, you should get into his van as well. I mean, where do you think he's going to keep the candy, Beaver, if not in the van? Hello there. Don't panic. See, I'll move slow. Man, every time you see Wally and the Beef walk up to somebody brandishing a knife, everything they say is horrible. Tell me this doesn't sound creepy as shit. Hello there. Yes, I'm a small child with a knife. Don't panic. See, I'll move slow. It's like fucking bad horror movie dialogue. We're gonna bully this man. You look like an easy win. Oh, okay. Oh, Joseph is not gonna... Alright, well, I mean... You should have just made with the goods, Joseph, because now Beaver gonna have to stab you in the testicles repeatedly. It's all about the nut stabbing. So, yeah, let's go ahead and... Oh, good God, Wally! It's the quiet ones you gotta watch, folks. Everybody would think that Beaver would be the dangerous one, but no. It's actually Wally who's the dangerous one. Go, we can't steal for anything. Just subdue him. He resisted the subdual. Beaver's subdual strategy, stab him in the dick. I mean, it's maybe not the greatest strategy. Also, trying to stab him in the dick as a subdual didn't work, but Joseph did bleed to death because he got shanked by a band of merry urchins. We're full on fuel. I do want the nylon, and I kind of want the duct tape. I'll get rid of the lens because I'd rather have fuel. We are putting fuel into Jenny as we speak. And I think we have one lens, and as I recall, they're not... You don't really need them for a lot. Hey, no strength for the beeve on that? Come on, man. He was shanking dick that whole fight. I guess only the person who technically gets the killing blow gets experience, and also the trauma. Well, time to go draft up another fake-sounding, like, grief message while he's like, oh no, I've killed again. What will I do? I am becoming a monster. Rope is real good. More fuel. We're not really worried about the water. I mean, a record would be nice if we had a record player, but we're really more focused on getting, like, vital necessities than we are about entertainment and stress relief. By the way, there is still no fuel in the generator, Laura. Oh, our oxygen is plummeting. We gotta get rid of some of these people. Especially once Wally and the Beeve come out. Yes, check out the wasteland. Alright, so we need to take a look at something here. Can we upgrade our output? We need more plastic, more. We cannot upgrade our output. Okay, so we can decrease its braking and increase its resistance to... I'm actually not really concerned with either increasing its durability or output. Yeah, we got a bit of a problem then. Too many people in the shelter. They're breathing up all our air. Somebody gots to go. The only problem is the only two people we could currently dispatch on a mission are Ward and June, and I'm not sending either Ward or June out in the black rain. That's just not going to happen. What's the rule, Wally? I mean, how are you going to find your next victim if you don't approach strangers? Creepily saying things and brandishing a knife. Oh, what's the frequency, Kenneth? What's up, man? Huh? What's the frequency, Kenneth? Whoa, what's up? You want to trade, dog? Could make a deal. You come charging up to me with that? I guess he was not inclined to trade. See, this is why you always go for murder. I mean, this is why murder is always the better option, Beef. Better check out that small house. Couple cans of food, which we cannot carry. A board, a transistor, a sack of beef. You know, I don't want to leave food behind, but I'm really sort of attached to everything in our inventory, except for those books. Books trade really well, though. Really well. Alright, but food is more important than reading material. We can find books at a later date, I guess. Alright, so let's get everybody... Hey, who's putting fuel in the generator? Because I can't help but notice she didn't do a very good job. More fuel in the generator. Also, hey, who's hungry? Anybody? Anybody hungry? Who's hungry? Somebody feeling a little peckish? You know, June, you could put your radiation suit back. Probably don't need that. Joyce is hungry. Hey, Joyce. Guess what you get to eat? Little desperate meat. Yeah, it's desperation time. Go and enjoy some desperate meat. Hey, George, you want to also return your suit as well? Yeah, better check it out, Beef. Of course, there's 2 cans of food, a can of fuel. 2 nails is real good. A burned out laptop, an old glass jar, and another book that we can't quite carry. So, what are we going to do here about... How do we have oxygen? Okay, so oxygen is back. The black rain has stopped. I don't like doing this, but I think we got to set up a short expedition with Ward and June just to get them out of the bunker to keep our oxygen situation sorted. So let's grab Ward, and I hate sending my love, June Cleaver, away from the bunker. She's a little thirsty and a little tired, but a short journey shouldn't be too much of a problem for June. Where do we want to send them? I said a short journey here, game. Ah, here we go. Let's do just very quickly. What if we pop up to... That's actually a lot of water. Let's pop them up here and do a little, like a forest tour. And just come... Man, they're going to run into a wild animal, though, and they won't be well armed. The woods are really dangerous. Is there somewhere we could go that isn't the woods? Like, maybe some... No, not really. Alright, we're just going to have to be very careful and see what we can arm them with. Ward is fairly strong. Not strong enough to wield a crowbar, though. June can definitely... I mean, June can wield the rock. 8 strength. Rebar takes 14. That's way beyond our reach. The board is 10. Alright, so we're going to... no, don't take all of our pipe. Move that to storage. Here. Put all of this in storage, please. Equip 1 pipe, Ward. You're going to take 17 chunks of pipe. Do you really think you have 17 hands with which to wield 17 chunks of pipe? What the hell is wrong with you, sir? Goddamn lunatic. This should only be consumed in dire circumstances. Can be eaten raw, but highly recommended that it is cooked first. So we're only supposed to be eating that meat in desperate circumstances, and I've just been like, wow, to hell with it. We're going full cannibal. I'm a little ashamed of myself. I've turned my love, the love of my life, June Cleaver. I have made her into a monster. I have made her into a desperate beast. She has become June, eater of flesh. Not as good as Death, destroyer of worlds, but she has become June, gnawer of bones. Meanwhile, anybody else hungry? Because guess what? This is part of the way things work around here. If you're gonna be in the bunker, you gotta be okay with the eating of the people. Can we make one person punch the bag while another person fixes it? I really like that idea. What are you doing with the heavy bag over there? Oh, you know, I'm fixing it, repairing it. We already have pliers, water. I do want the plastic and a hinge, the bucket, the glass jar. We already have screwdrivers, so I'm not too worried about that. We have so much fuel. I kind of feel like maybe hauling it back is not the greatest idea. Let's just leave it here, and we can always grab that on another day. So we can be forced to repair and use at the same time. That's funny. So let's fix the shower and the stove. This seems like a Joyce job. Hey, Joyce. I mean, you enjoyed cooking some desperate meat on our freshly built stove. I think you should repay us by, you know, patching the place up a little bit. I mean, George or Mitch or whatever the new guy's name is isn't too good to, you know, fix up the punching bag while Laura hits it. Geez, June, you guys travel quick. Found a small farm out in the wasteland. Of course you should check it out. What is wrong with you? Laura, you're exhausted already? Good God, you are terrible. So these people just get exhausted at the drop of a hat. Let's have George go train. He was trying to take a shit, but I'm like, no, I'm sorry, George. You can poop after you finish working out, sir. So we're definitely going to take this bullet. Is that a fucking grenade? That's a fucking grenade. And a shotgun. Alright, well, so long, Limestone. I mean, when we got grenades and shotguns in the mix, you guys are not long for the world. The water... I mean, apart from the grenade, the bullet, the shotgun, we're definitely taking the 2 chunks of rope. Rope is hard to find. I cannot, in good conscience, abandon a shotgun. What kind of apocalypse wasteland survivor would I be if I didn't leave behind 4 teddy bears in favor of picking up a shotgun? I also want this bullet. Although it is a pistol bullet, and we don't own a pistol. What would I leave behind? Now, you know what? This med kit is also amazing. Something's got to give here. I mean, actually, what's got to give is we need more friggin' inventory space. All right, so the duct tape's going to go. I got to have this med kit. I think I can convince myself to leave the bullet. That seems fine. The med kit, though, I mean, oh, do we have... No, it's still locked. Okay, I was going to say, do we have more space? But that's no. We have to build the upgraded. We have to build, like, the backpack in order to get that. All right, well, Wally and the Beav are, like, the greatest scavengers who have ever lived. Those two can find the stuff, man. They find loot like they find victims. It's like dick cheese. It just accumulates around them. They'll be like, yeah, rope, hinges, all that stuff. It just, you know, I open up my drawers and there it is right inside. Don't panic, I'm friendly, Ward says, brandishing a pipe. You want to trade? Just looking for a few supplies. That's the damn well brought this country. Oh, she's gonna fight. Oh, never mind. She's not gonna fight. She's just gonna swear at us and leave. Why is it that everybody named Cynthia in this game is a bitch? I mean, I'm not trying to... What is the game? Was, like, one of the developers, was Cynthia your ex-girlfriend? Did she break your heart? Did she do you wrong? Did she two-time you with another fella? I mean, I feel sorry for you if you did. That's kind of Shakespearean betrayal, really is heartrending, but you don't have to name every asshole in the wasteland Cynthia and then sort of project on them. I mean, that just seems mean. Joyce, what were we having? You were fixing stuff, right? Also, Joyce, you're kind of filthy and have to poop a little. Yeah, check out the small farm. Yes, we're gonna take you. Yes, we're gonna take that and this. Well, you know what? Until we find better alternatives, we're just gonna take everything. So, Joyce, why don't you take a dump and then take a shower? And when you're done with that, then we'll see about maybe having you hit the punching bag for a while. Because I'm assuming, yeah, George is going to want to sleep after picking up 44 whopping EXP. And then, okay, never mind, you get 156. That's actually pretty good. George is a pathetic piece of human garbage, by the way. The nail, we want... The rest of this stuff can go pound sand. I mean, some of it is sand, so in that case, I could say, go pound yourself. And I could have said it, would have been, shouldn't have, probably, because it wasn't very funny. Just because you can say a thing, Pete, doesn't mean you should say a thing. This is the lesson there. That's the takeaway. So working out makes everybody real tired. What'd you find at the school? Can of food? That's good. Metal's good. Erasers are good. You know what we're not finding that we could definitely use? Some plastic. Also, fewer mannequin parts, because that's just a little weird. Hey, what's with the collection of mannequin parts down in the basement here, Ward? You know, no reason. I may have to ban showers also, because we're churning through our water a little quicker than I'm comfortable with. If we get down to, let's say, 20 water, I think showering is going to be off the menu for a little while. Always approach strangers, Wally. Come on, you guys, you know the rule. That shouldn't even be an option at this point. You should just be like Wally and the Beeve, always approach a stranger named Kimberly. Hello, how have you been out there, Kimberly? Don't mind me while I lick this knife. It tastes like my last victim. Did I say victim? You're real creepy, Wally. Let's bully. We always bully. I'm going to have to kill you, but it'll only hurt you if you make it happen. Ah, spoken like a true fucking psychopath, Beef. Don't make me hurt you. Kimberly, apparently. Alright, well, maybe she's into that. Maybe she's like, oh no, Beef. Make it hurt. Make it hurt so good. The Beef is doing oh man, he's shanking her up real good. Oh, Kimberly, I'm sorry. Well, man, get ready to get shanked by Wally, too. Man, Wally and the Beef are just the two most brutal killers who have ever existed. Kimberly never stood a chance. They gutted her like a fish. She didn't even, I mean, and they killed her for nothing. They killed her for nothing. She didn't even have anything useful. A can of gasoline, some sand. They did it all for nothing, man. For nothing. Also, possibly they may have done it all for the Nookie. Come on, the Nookie. Although they're gonna be taking her corpseified cookie, so now we're getting into a weird area here, Wally. I mean, stabbing a woman is one thing, but stabbing and then having your way with her corpse, that's maybe uncalled for. This is fucking Deer Central. What are we in, like, Central Illinois here? The whitetail are out of control. We would have no trouble filling our doe permit in this particular area. All right, Joyce, it's time for you to go train up by hitting the bag and trying to be less of a piece of garbage. The generator is a little broken. We'll have somebody go repair it, because the one thing we do have is plenty of friggin' people here in the barracks. Also, I'm disabling this. No more showers. Sorry, guys. Showering is now officially off the menu. Actually, it looks like Laura is about to be done sleeping. When she gets up, we'll have her disable the shower and then take a poop, because she's got to go. You disable that. When you're done disabling that, then you can poop. Now you may poop, Laura. Except clearly you've decided that you don't want to. Bumped into somebody else on the road. Looks like they've got something to say. Well, we should probably hear him out, Ward. It's probably one of... They're probably going to tell you, man, there's two knife-wielding children out here. You should, if you see them, for the love of God, run like hell. Don't... Ronald's just trying to give him a friendly warning about Wally and the Beeve. Easy there, friend. Calm down. I might as well join you. I don't really care anymore. No. We already can't have enough people in our bunker breathe, and also you seem like kind of a dick. Even though you're way better than the 2 people we actually recruited. I just need somewhere safe. Okay. Well, I mean, good luck with that. Your fucking crazy-ass lunatic rantings probably aren't going to help you find the safety you seek, sir, but... Joyce has increased her strength and will now likely go collapse into a bed. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, Laura, go fix the generator. I mean, first you gotta disable the shower. Oh, you already disabled the shower. Well, climb back up there. See, you're getting your cardio in. That's what you're doing. It's all cardio for Laura today. Up the ladder, down the ladder. She's doing like isometrics. They're fantastic to help you build muscle mass. Although, considering you're on like a low-protein diet, I mean, it's gonna be reduced effectiveness. That is, Laura, unless you're willing to eat some questionable meat. If you're down with questionable meat, we can, turns out, we can hook you up. Alright, so let's have, looks like George is gonna go take a dump, which is fine. He's also a little hungry, and you know what hungry means, George? Yeah, it means eat desperate meat. That's what it means. We're feeding these people exclusively. Okay, so alright, we've come into a weird area here. I'm recruiting these strangers to my barracks, having them train up to make themselves fit and hardy. Be like, oh yeah, hey, check this out. Come and eat some of this delicious meat. And then train your body to work yourself good so that, you know, when it's your turn to go into the fucking freezer, you're well marbled. I've basically started a fucking human farm. Is that an axe? Yeah, it looks really good. Also, 4 chunks of rope and a saw, as well as... Okay, so we got to get rid of some garbage, like this charcoal. So long, sand. Water, you gotta go. Wood, you're gone. I want this hatchet, that rope, that saw, and the nail. Yeah, I think we're good. Is there anything I'd want to swap out? I mean, the water... You know what? We don't need water. It's raining right now. Also, since it is raining, let's enable the shower. Beaver turned a weakness trait into a strength trait. Of course he did, because Beav is fucking amazing. Ward Cleaver here. We've stumbled across a shack, and it looks like it might have some good loot. Well, always investigate a mysterious shack in the woods, Ward. How the hell else are you going to find actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf? I mean, granted, you have done a pretty good job starting your own fucking human farm here. Shia would be impressed, but he's going to be even more impressed when you go find him in his cannibal hut in the woods and tell him about what it is that you've accomplished. Guns, bullets, tires, food. This is the greatest shack that has ever existed. So we need, like, all of this shit. We have to take this tire. Well, so long, duct tape. Adios, fuse. Tire, pistol. Yeah, gonna need that bullet as well. I guess we'll scrap the leather. I mean, we can get leather from the many, many deer that are walking by. Still pretty good. And also, I think with our bunker is fucking furiously well armed now. We have a shotgun, a rifle, a pistol, bullets for said rifle and pistol. Wally and the Beav are leveling up their perception so they can seek victims out better than ever. It's the greatest day in Shelter's history. It's fantastic. What a time to be alive. So, of course, I'm going to end things right here. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see more Wally and the Beaver and their kill rampage through the wasteland, might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes of Sheltered every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Right now, thanks very much for watching. Just like the Wally and the Beav, they're watching you. Well, they're watching. They're watching. I'll see you again soon.